Good morning. This is Arnis coming from the foyer again, and I guess this is the first episode of, I guess we'll call this Westport Road Live. Different ones of us will share a devotional thought. We may have guests, we may have interviews, it could be anything. We're going to try to do this every weekday morning at 10:30, and glad that you joined us this morning. I want to start by reading a passage out of a strange book. It's called The Gospel of the Nazarenes. It's really old. Some people think it's as old as Matthew, which it is almost word for word from Matthew, but it was written in Hebrew. And there's a few places in it that are slightly different, and I wanted to read one of those places. It's the story of the rich man that came to Jesus. Here's how it goes in the Gospel of the Nazarenes. The other of the rich men said to him, "Master, what good thing shall I do and live?" He said to him, "Man, perform the law and the prophets." He answered him, "I've performed them." He said to him, "Go sell all that thou hast and divide it to the poor, and come follow me." But the rich man began to scratch his head, and it pleased him not. And the Lord said to him, "How can you say, I performed the law and the prophets, seeing that it's written in the law, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself? And look, many of your brothers, sons of Abraham, are clad with dung, dying for hunger, and your house is full of much goods, and there goes out therefrom naught at all unto them." And he turned and said to Simon his disciple, sitting by him, "Simon, son of John, it's easier for a camel to enter through the eye of a needle than a rich man into the kingdom of heaven." Now that passage always made me a little uncomfortable. None of us likes the idea of having to sell everything that we have and give it away. I certainly don't. But I've always comforted myself by saying, that was what Jesus said to him. That's not what he's necessarily saying to me. And besides that, I'm not rich. But, I think about it. Maybe I have more than I think. The other day, a funny thing happened. I got an email from one of our members that said that there's a home for disabled veterans that has run out of toilet paper. And they've been trying to buy it and they can't find any. And would I help with that, or could I get someone to help with that? And I thought, we need ours. We happened to go to Costco a couple of weeks before everyone else did. We got all the toilet paper and other things that we felt we would need if we had to be stuck in the house. And I wasn't sure we could spare any. And then I thought about it and thought about what we had. Actually went upstairs and looked at our stash of toilet paper. And I decided we could probably spare a roll. And then I thought, well, maybe we could spare a half dozen rolls. Maybe a dozen. And then I thought, maybe we have more than I thought we have. And I noticed this. Your house is full of much goods, and there goes out therefrom naught at all unto them. Well, that's not true. We're very generous people. We give a lot, but we have more toilet paper than we need. And so, that was kind of a convicting thing to me. It's funny how you think that you're generous, and yet someone asks something of you that's precious to you or important to you, and you're not sure exactly how generous you are. I've been really impressed by the kind of things that I'm hearing from our church. People offering to take food to people offering to cook meals for people, people offering to do grocery shopping or anything else for people. And that's what it's like to be Christians, and that's what it's like to be a church. And so I just encourage you to keep having generous hearts.